Hello, Scorpio. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your monthly reading for February. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. This could have already happened, is happening right now, or is about to happen because I'm getting this message out so late. So please only take with you what resonates and leave behind the rest, Scorpio. Keep in mind, this is for any major Scorpio placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. And so if this message does not resonate, check your other signs and placements. I always jump in with what comes through in my meditative session before jumping in with the cards. And I did meditate on this energy last week, early into last week, and I did not get a chance to come on and channel this. And so gratitude. Great gratitude was a big energy that I feel coming through for Scorpio. In order for you to deepen your relationship with spirit. I feel there's been some type of event or breakdown. Something has recently happened, Scorpio, that is like tearing down all of the walls and barriers around your heart so you can rebuild a firm foundation on your own is really what it felt like. And so there could have been a potential traumatic event taken place or is about to take place, which is going to help you, I feel, regain control over your life, because I do feel there's some health issues that maybe you've been struggling with behind the scenes. But it really is a month, I feel, of you gaining control over your entire well-being is what I wrote. And so there is also this unwillingness below the surface, I think, to admit your feelings, which is also a reason for some type of catalytic event to tear down some walls on your heart so you can acknowledge some hidden feelings that you've been unwilling to bring to the surface. So let's jump in with some cards, Scorpio. Before jumping in with the cards, I would like to mention that I am offering another 5-week online tarot class, and this class will run from March the 12th till April the 9th. There are 2 options for the class, a daytime and an evening option. If you'd like to learn tarot with me, please check out the video card above or the description box below for the link to join and register for the class. There's also a new link below and a webpage link for you to go and book a reading with me. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, check out the card above or the description box below. And there is also an option to join the channel membership if that's something that interests you, because there's all kinds of bonus content over on the membership side. So check it out. I'd love to have you over on the membership side with me. Okay, you're at a fork in the road, Scorpio. We are using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I was drawn to this deck because I feel like we're kind of out of the rabbit hole disillusionment stages that we were in earlier in the month when I used the Alice in Wonderland deck. But I think you've been walking a fine line here. Walking a tightrope, and I do think you're gaining all kinds of wisdom. You've got what it takes to go the distance. You are on a co-creative journey here, but there is a need to address some type of foundation of self. 40. That is also the energy. I think that's the Ace of Cups in the tarot. Key 40, the Ace of Cups. This is about self-love, and so you are kind of in some type of hermit energy, maybe hiding in your shell. You could have some Cancer in your chart. Doesn't have to be. But you're at a fork in the road. And so on this fork in the road, it kind of looks like a purified reindeer. So maybe you've been at a fork in the road or in some type of death process since about Christmas. But there might be many paths to choose from. We get the monkey. I get a little flying monkey up there. So there could be some narcissists in and around you. There could be gossip, some flying monkeys. Could be dealing with somebody born the year of the monkey, but this is about stepping into leadership and creating a path. I heard rebellion. So something about the age of Aquarius. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius, but let's keep going here, Scorpio. Let's see what else needs to come through for you. Messages for Scorpio. Oh my God. Between worlds, blessed, soulmate, a leg up. So there is a soulmate connection here, a divinely guided soulmate connection that will bring in all kinds of blessings. So 2 of Cups, key 41 is the 2 of Cups in the tarot, and we get a master number here. So you are mastering some type of lesson. There is some type of fated energy attached to this. This is all about Jupiter expansion. Maybe you're Jupiter and Scorpio. You might want to check your Jupiter placement. Something here is hidden though. Something here is really not clear. When it comes to an expansion journey. And so you've been riding the waves, is what I want to say. You are between worlds. So you're still in this dark night of the soul energy is what it feels like, Scorpio. And you haven't quite stepped into the new cycle. You haven't stepped into the light. And so there's something here that you do need to leave behind. Six of Swords energy. It's also a 7 card. And so Chariot energy could be dealing with Cancer. You are being divinely led and guided to leave something behind, to go to calmer waters. And this is the energy of judgment. This is the energy of unbound, unlimited, untapped potential. So how can you take a breath and breathe? Because you are closing out a major cycle. And there are some bottled up emotions here about to boil over to the surface. But you're going to have a leg up when it comes to this great awakening. So I do feel there's a need to get honest. There's a need to speak some truth. There is also a need to go towards a divinely guided union. This is mastering a cycle, maybe with the mother of your child. Something is reaching completion when it comes to creating, right? 3 is the energy of fierce self-love and creation. So I think you need to open up your throat chakra. There's something you need to say. And so there's also this energy of hook, line, and sinker is what I want to say. Some type of soul retrieval. So how can you bring this inward? You're mastering a lesson here, 2211, 1122. And there is some type of toxic trauma bond here. I think that really has prevented you from hearing the call from spirit. Because you've been underground with some emotions, taking the fight underground. Birth or news of an idea. You could be dealing with the mother of your child. You could be the mother. But there is something here that needs to be birthed. And it will lead you to a lot of abundance. So King of Swords, they're showing me King of Swords. How can you speak your truth? You've been on a long journey. I do feel this energy of it's a divine fated time of you finally addressing the big pink elephant in the room. So what have you not been dealing with? It's time to deal with the big pink elephant in the room. Let's jump in with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. Divine Masculine, you are being guided. There is a Divine Masculine here that needs to take action, that needs to progress, and is being guided on their journey. So there is a Divine Masculine coming through that I feel has been unwilling to face some emotions. What do we got here? Oh my goodness. This is connected to life purpose, mastery, self-development. This kind of all just slid right out. So maybe somebody slid right out. Somebody's slipping and sliding. There is a healing energy here. There is a reconciliation here, but it will require accountability. And so there's a Divine Masculine dealing with a catalyst that is pushing this masculine towards deep, unconditional, healthy love with a Divine Feminine, maybe even the mother of their child. And so there is a Divine Masculine facing some major life challenges, seeking his truth, has been misguided by some lies, maybe some slander. There's a light being shone down on a masculine's life purpose, connected to a Divine Feminine, where there will be a reconciliation and a reunion on the horizon, but there's some healing work to do. I'm going to put all of these back in, because I did not mean for those to, look at that stayed on the table. Somebody is really guiding a Divine Masculine here. Some spirit guides are guiding a Divine Masculine towards a new beginning. Ace of Wands. Finding their tribe. So there is a Divine Masculine being guided to seek out the romantic partnership that is also seeking them. Major pivot point here for a Divine Masculine. Scorpio, are you experiencing some uncomfortable ascension symptoms? I think somebody here has really stuffed down their emotions, and there's a lot of over mental stimulus playing out, which is causing a lot of negative impacts in a Divine Masculine's life, in order for them to release something or someone that's kept them stuck and stagnant, so they can go towards a reunion with their feminine, with their true soulmate, with their true counterpart. And that is where the blessings lie. Tell me where your love lies, because somebody here is definitely at a fork in the road. It's a pivot point. It's a vital pivot point. I do feel there is some type of situationship playing out within a karmic dynamic here that has a greater purpose than maybe you realize, Scorpio, connected to your life purpose. And so get ready to be put to the test, because divine timing is saying you've kind of worn out your welcome in a situation. And it's time to learn this karmic lesson, to go through this period of expansion. So get ready to be triggered. Get ready to address a very karmic behavior or situation that does need to be course corrected at this time. And you agreed to work through this painful life lesson this lifetime, maybe with the mother of your child. And so how can you learn this lesson? If you're the mother, I feel you've really struggled with forgiveness when it comes to a pattern needing to be addressed between you and maybe the father of your child. But there is something that needs to be brought up when it comes to a pattern here. So retreat. Oh, look at that. Stayed on the deck. There is a healer here, I feel, shining a light on what's been neglected here in a situation. You might also be able to transmit each other's thoughts and emotions as well. But I feel there's a need to recognize maybe where you've neglected to nurture yourself and to really spend some time in nature. So something is getting really intense here. I feel this mama bear energy too. So let's jump in with some cards and let's see what else needs to come through for you, Scorpio. Oh my God. 5 of Cups upright, 6 of Cups in reverse. There's a core childhood wound here that I feel has really prevented somebody from embracing true love. There's a lot of focusing on the negative, focusing on what didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. There's a need to forgive yourself. My nose is so itchy. There's definitely a need maybe to go back to something from the past in order to close out a cycle. Maybe you're deep within nostalgia, over romanticizing the past. But I feel there is this energy of a peace offering, peace bond, I heard. Let's keep going here. Let's do 9 cards, Scorpio, and see what needs to come through for you. What else does Scorpio need to be aware of? Yearning. You're yearning for something. You're yearning for a new beginning here. So there is a fresh new start. We're going to leave that set aside. So it's like me. Me. Somebody here could have been very selfish in the past. I'm feeling very distracted with all of the commotion outside the window. The Knight of Cups in reversed. The 2 of Wands in reversed. The 6 of Coins. There is some karmic debt playing out here. There's a need to pay off some karmic debt. We got a smiling liar. We got a love bomber here. We definitely got a love bomber here. Somebody very romantic, very flirtatious. Somebody that comes in, sweeps you off your feet. Yeah, it's like, what? Sweeps you right off your feet. Rico Suave, I like to call him my Rico Suave, rushes in, creates romantic illusion, romantic delusion, sudden love affair, sweeps you off your feet. But it really isn't balanced. It really isn't reciprocal. We get the 10 of Cups in reversed. We get the Queen of Cups as the central energy upright, and she's looking right at this illusion, right at this unhappy situation, and she's putting an unwise choice behind her. Yeah, I think she's recognizing she's dealing with a Rico Suave, dealing with a future faker. We get the Ace of Wands reversed and coming out of a period of disillusionment, I feel. We definitely got a Queen of Cups here that got swept off her feet and maybe has been stuck in a cycle with a Rico Suave for maybe the last 4 years. Yeah, all done. This could be even a canceled engagement. What's on the bottom of the deck? Whoosh. A release of a bad investment. Bad investment here. So there is definitely a breakup, an ending here. Yeah, we've got a queen. We've got a feminine here. Cutting to the chase. Definitely creating some type of balance. And maybe even leaving a divine masculine out in the cold because of an unwise choice. There's definitely this third-party energy that came between, I feel, 2 twin flames. 2 very enlightened beings destined to be together. And this could have been a stuck, stagnant block for the last couple of years. But I feel there's a need to recognize when the spark is gone and the love is gone. You got to trust and follow your heart, and you got to fill your own cup first, Scorpio. And so I think the rug just got pulled out from under you, and you're seeing something at base value. And you are clearly recognizing that you've turned your back to recognizing where this went wrong. I do feel you knew somebody lacked integrity. You knew they had questionable motives, but you were self-sacrificing. You were so loving. You were so compassionate. You didn't trust your intuition because your heart wasn't fully open. And now you're looking at a situation where you've created an illusion. You're dealing with somebody that you can't trust. And the spark and the passion is gone. And so I feel a major wake-up call. Definitely a major wake-up call, and I do feel maybe even a canceled engagement. I think it's time to maybe have a very difficult conversation. I feel a release of something or someone that is no longer serving you because there is a brand new beginning here. So what is the brand new beginning? I think Pisces season, everything's coming to light. Well, you got to take the action, Scorpio. It's time to plan for the future. It's time to plan long term. I do feel that full moon in Virgo came in and illuminated somebody's pride and ego. And I do think there's been a lot of stress about a situation that I feel has maybe brought you a lot of financial security. But you are encouraged to move on. I think maybe there's challenges when it comes to somebody holding on to pride or wanting to hold on to a status quo because what will other people think? But I think you're recognizing wholeheartedly, I'm not happy here. I think maybe the last 4 years you've been stuck on healing a childhood wound. And there's a need to get honest with yourself here. There's a need to take the rose-colored glasses off. I think you've been shown something about an unemotional situation. I think you've been spying on this person for quite some time. There's that divine masculine energy. And maybe you're the catalyst to heal a divine masculine. I think you don't know your worth either. I don't know what is going on here. But somebody here needs to communicate openly and honestly. There is an unemotional relationship here where somebody is not emotionally available. There's a need to drop your defenses because I do think you're seeing things clearly. And you've been ignoring the truth because of what you wanted on the heart. And you've been pretending there's no problem. And there is a wake-up call. And we've got somebody here that's holding on for dear life because of the money. And I think there's going to be an argument. There's going to be challenges. And I think it's time to recognize your worth. There's a need to restructure a situation here. I'm putting these back in. What is this Queen of Cups going to do? Because I do feel a decision is going to be made this Pisces season to depart a situation. There's going to be an event. There could be a very traumatic event that is going to shift your life in a very dramatic way. And I do think it's going to bring challenges. I think there's some bad karma here playing out. And I think there's a need to recognize that there's a lose-lose situation. And so I don't know if somebody has to go back to an ex and make amends with an ex. But there's some type of death energy here playing out. And there is a realignment because somebody here is juggling. This is the year to face the inner demons. And I feel somebody here has resisted this shift. There is an unavoidable tower, a shift in beliefs. It's time to go back to something where I feel there's unfinished business. And I do feel there's been some type of significant traumatic life experience that is forcing a change in beliefs. I feel there's a Scorpio here releasing old belief systems and getting a wake-up call. There's a tower, there's a release, and there's something coming to a dead stop. There could be an emotional outburst, an emotional breakdown, and now it's time to go within. I do feel there's a Scorpio here going within, recognizing where they did not honor either the mother of their child or a divine feminine. There's also a feminine here that doesn't know her worth, doesn't know her value, and there is going to be an ending that will lead to a new beginning. And there is a masculine here that is not emotionally invested, that could have many options behind the scenes. And so there's a need to release somebody that is not trustworthy. And this is part of your spiritual transformation. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. It's time to go through a period of self-discovery. And maybe it's time to go back to the mother of your child in order to course correct something that needs to be fixed, something that needs to be healed when it comes to a painful lesson. Let's get you one last message here, Scorpio. Yeah, you are evolving. You are learning. It is time to work through some difficult past karma that I feel you've not been wanting to admit to yourself so you can heal. So there's a tower going on, and get ready to embrace this tower. What else does Scorpio need to know? Yeah, be careful of self-sabotage. And I think we're going to leave it at that. So I do feel somebody self-sabotaged a situation. Somebody did not honor, love, and support the mother of their child. And I do feel they're going through a very difficult time right now. They're going through some very difficult karma because they've not gone into the depths of processing these deep emotions. And that's what's happening here. Processing some deep emotions in order to really create some deep-seated healing. And so there's a destined event coming, or it has already happened, and you're going to have to overcome some obstacles. And that's kind of what I got for you, Scorpio. I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out the description box below, Scorpio. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks.